Welcome. I'm Bill Wake. We're here working on the SortTables data analysis system. And last week we got rid of a bunch of classes around the way the database is set up. We've got a little more cleanup to do from that. And then I want to explore using the new DatabaseSelection class as a codable instance or a codable value. Okay. So, well, I think this is what I really want to do first. Remove the old create database config window. So let's go find where that is. It's not the launch screen storyboard. I don't think. No. Main storyboard. Okay. Yeah, so this is a hosting controller. Let's see if we can get the rearrange a little here. I thought you could. Well, this is our scene that we're using now. And where's some information about it? Okay, table controller manual. Like this little line is the one that really counts. Configure database something. Configure database, configure database view : Okay, let's look for that. In table controller. Configure database view. Okay, yes, that's using database selection, so that sounds like the right one. All right, now let's go to the other one. This one is open database view. Now I'm confused. Let's open database configuration. Okay, that's the configuration. Open the web page. This one, open database view. Open database view. Right. Well, I feel like this. Where's the reference to this thing? Called. Okay, yeah, we got two configured databases. This one calls the, well, it was calling the original style. So I want to get rid of this one, which is the Open Database Swift UI one. And then in the storyboard, I want to get rid of this. Okay, that takes care of that. I don't know if there's any. Well, let's just move this down. Get these a little closer together. Okay, open database controller, open web page. And then this is configure database view, not open database view. Whoops. So open database view. think these two should be gone. Extension table controller, that's fine. This and that. And that's the identifier configured database. Let's make sure that's identifier configured database. Okay. I will do a build. Let's do a full rebuild. And run tests. Yeah, configured DB is the old one. Yep. All right, and we'll run. We should just see one configured database menu and it should work. All right, create database configuration. That looks like what we'd expect. Okay. So that just has 4 fields, 4 columns. Yep. All right, good. And then this error, I don't know that it's a real thing. Without any layout constraints, I think. I think the hosting controller is just there. These messages leave a bit to be desired. A little more room, does that help? Yeah, I really don't know what you think is the problem. But, okay. I'm not seeing any issue with it. I'm going to assume it's either, I don't know, the message goes away. So let's do this. Let's do a build. I'm not sure how to interpret that. I would have thought a build would stop it running, but maybe not. Okay, build succeeded. No errors, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. All right, remove old configuration screen and menu item. Okay, so make database selection able to be the memento. And let's look at how it does it now. We got to find database selection. We have to memento, creates this memento. Now this thing is just marked Codable, and it just returns it. You can try reading it and that. So what I want to do is work my way down database selection. Like, this is a string, this is a table selection and join, and those are the only fields. So let's take join because I think it's probably easier. Join's identifiable, it's got scoped column. Scoped column is equatable, it's just strings, no other fields. And I think we can mark this as codable. Now, nobody's coding, no one's doing anything with it, but I tried GRDB. I don't know what GRDB is. And welcome. Okay, so that build was fine. So let's work our way back. I think this can be codable now. I don't know about the UUID, but it's supposed to be universal, right? Oh, tool dimension SQLite. Okay. No, I haven't tried that. Let's see if I can find a window. Interesting. Yeah, that adds a little something. Huh? Okay, let me throw it in my pocket and make sure I look at that. Access to database model. Yeah, maybe it'd be worth pulling in for the record model. As long as I can do them dynamically, then it should be fine. All right, cool, thanks. Okay, let's see. I'm working my way backwards here. Join. Table selection is the other side. Table metadata is strings and arrays of strings. Boolean, set of string. That's all pretty good. All right. Have I gotten here then? Can I just say this is codable? No. Oh. Why? Table selection. Oh, I didn't make that codable. Too good to manage SQLite. Yeah, the thing I really want to do is start playing with the new Swift data stuff. I don't know if it's quite the match for what we're doing here, but yeah, I haven't done much with it other than read about it. Okay, yeah, it looks like that accepted it as codable. Okay, now I don't know if we can use it like this. All right, so we got this init from memento. Where is that being used? Database selection. Database controller. Well, I mean, really, I want the selection to be the thing that gets returned from open, right? Well, I don't have a format. I don't know if I want one. I probably should. Well, I can fold these together. Let's put this in database selection. And I'll just do this. And I'm gonna keep that. I don't know. Database configuration 1. I can do a let. Or no, he should be a var. Okay, so now open. I think what I want to do is let me just clone this. Okay, so we want to return a database selection. And let's just say result. If result.format does not equal, well, okay, so open a file name. We're going to return a database selection and return the result. Config memento. Why is it config memento? Oh, read JSON's my program, my thing. Okay. Well, gotta do the same thing here. Duplicate this. And comment it out while I explore. I don't think it's what to do so much as just making sure everything lines up. Data equals integer contents path. Get the decoder. Decode database selection dot self. Throw configure. How do I get 3 of these? Okay, now the callers are going to be a little flummoxed. Okay, open database configuration is, well, that is going to be this now. And we'll cut out the config. Was it try before? Okay. And then we need to do the write as well. Object to write is DatabaseSelection. I don't know why. Rename didn't work there. All right. Okay, the file name's empty. It's invalid. Write JSON object to save. Okay, let's run that. Oops, open needs to return database selection too. Yes, you're right. Save. Now it's not selection to memento, it's just selection. Argument label. I thought there'd be one more place. Open needs to return selection. Did I do that? I think I did. Yes. Selection, selection, selection. Okay, yeah, they're all there. All right. Builds. Create database config. All right, let's just do a simple one. And this is test 1218.st. Save. Let's open it here. Not sure what happened there. Did I not block out a table and it's doing some sort of combination? Or did it not save? Or did something else go on? It does seem frozen. Okay, let's run that again. B. Now it's at saving. It's set that. Okay. All right. So open database. Why are you not opening? I wouldn't have thought open database had anything to do with that. I mean, the save writes something to disk. That's its job. But we're totally smashed. Well, I don't think I want to debug this. Save configuration view. I've given it a bit of time here and it's not coming back. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, that one, I don't mind keeping these. Let's get rid of this one. And this one. And table controller. Yeah, I don't know if some place is still using Memento, but what's puzzling to me is we create the configuration so that it's a database selection all being configured, and then we say open that database. The saving did or did not write to disk, but whether it did or not, it's not affecting the database selection. So I'm not sure why that would have caused anything to hang. The one that crossed my mind though is if I change, oh, did I leave it a local variable? But that's okay. Maybe. Okay, maybe that's something related. All right. Oh. Nope. Let's do create. Okay, just class. And we're going to do test 18, test 12, 18c.st, save. Now, I could stand a little more feedback there, but if I say open, maybe I gotta, what have I changed? Okay, we ran that this morning, so I know that should work. And that's not doing anything. Okay, let's revert these. These are my codables, which lazy me didn't want to revert, but all right, let's do a rebuild. Yeah, we can see if the file was created. We'll get that folder in a moment. Okay, test 12, 18 ST. All right, well, It looks like JSON anyway. Joins is empty. Table selections has selected columns, name, time slot, and so on. Metadata. Instructor FK and id, but oh no, I did have id. Includes table. Selected column name seems to be in there multiple times. Selected column name and ID from table person. Well, that one came through. Probably be set to date. Yeah. Set to disabled until it changes after the save. Well, we can open the database without creating a new file, so that's optional in a way. I'm not sure it's the best overall life cycle for things. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay. Table selections has metadata class. Has table selections, database name, joins, and format. Okay, that does make sense. Table selection has class table with these 5 columns, includes table true, selected column, id, instrument name, instrument time slot. I don't think I selected them all. Selected columns. No, why is that at the top? Table class, close table true. It's like I have duplicate information somewhere. ID name. Well, this one. Here's registration. He has metadata. Includes table, selected columns. Well, whether that's, I don't know, something seems off. Like, I thought I had deselected a couple columns, so some selected columns should have mentioned that. Maybe. Includes table true, but that was false, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I toggled the table. I thought I had toggled a column too on the first table, but maybe not. Okay, effective table names. What? Class person registration, database 12, test 2, select columns. This looks like an old style config. Oh, that's the one I just ran after reverting things. Okay. But now I've reverted everything except the to-do. Okay. Clear issues, clean the build, and run. Now this should be where we were after deleting the duplicate menu item. Okay, so I'm going to turn off these two columns, these two classes, and I'm going to write test 18 12 18d st. Now the only sign I have of save is that it says allow overwrite. Okay. And then open. Oh. This is weird. Class person registration, effective table names. Okay, database name, format, selected columns, instrument as name time slot, ID. See, it's like my deselected columns still show up in my selected columns list, and my deselected tables show up in my deselected table list. So something's weird. Selections got reset when you scroll the view before saving. Oh, wow. Let's see that again. I don't know, maybe I just need to back out all the way here. We haven't done that much. Create database, deselect, 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 deselect. Well, so the save didn't change it. Open database. There it is. That seemed slow, but not wrong. I don't know, this system gesture timeout thing makes me think something's really weird. That should be highlighting a little bit. Ready to drag. Well, this seems so irrelevant to it, I don't know what to think. And he's no longer active. And that's frozen again. I hate to go to these because I always screw it up. All right, let's take this. Let's switch here where we ended up Friday. Let's just cancel. I'm going to revert this completely. Okay, that's where we were last week. If I switch there, switch. Okay. And if I clean and build. Okay, that is able to move. That's good. Create database config, comment. All right, hide those. And this should open one table with 4 columns. Never seen it this slow at it though. Some cross joins on the invisible tables. No, I didn't add any joins, so they shouldn't be. Okay, that's gonna be okay. Now this is weird. That shouldn't be particularly slow. I mean, I think we have a few hundred, 600 maybe, no? Oh, this is just the class table, so only 57 classes. Well, I mean, that's working. Something slow, but the sorting is working. I mean, that should take maybe 3 seconds. This is more like 20. Yeah, 15. Now, I switched back to the current head. Let's do it. Product, clean, and run. Yeah, I don't understand why it would be slow like that. I mean, the database has, I think, 600 rows in the registration table and 150 people in the people table and 60 classes. It just doesn't make sense to me to be devastatingly slow like this. Now, something suspicious to me, we're going to look at the thing that's written. I guess we're up to G. Okay, I mean, I guess that did its job. And we'll open this. But let's go look at that G. Table names class. Okay, that's fine. I was afraid it was showing more of them. And selected columns, only the ones we expected. Okay, well that's good. This did open. Okay. That's dragging. Slow. It's always hard to tell if it registered that it's a little touchy on the simulator. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Slow, but moving. And then let me just get out of here. Pop D. Get status, because this is where I screw things up. I get detached when I don't notice it. Okay, and I don't remember how to reattach. Get checkout master. No, I don't need to do that. Get reset hard. Get checkout master. Nothing to commit, so. Whoops, let's try it. Main. Trunk in this. Back before everybody settled on main. Yeah, local changes. Okay. Hopefully I'm back to normal. All right. Well, that is functionally working. It's oddly slow, but there may be some, I don't know, I may have done something. I don't think the simulators should care. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back there. Oh, it's changed. Okay. I wonder how many simulators I'm getting kicking around. Maybe I'm hitting memory limits or something. I have been tending to fill up this disk. Okay, so we have the database. Test DB. I mean, 25,000 bytes is not a very big test database, all things considered. And I think we can get rid of these test ones. Test. Excuse me. ST. Okay. Let's take a look here. I do have a lot of simulators kicking around. What else can I look at? Let's go up top and make sure my disk is not full. 121 gig, that's not nothing. But I've used a lot of space, admittedly. Okay. Well, the least thing I can do is take out the trash. But the files in there aren't that big in general. Okay, sometime I'll clean out these simulators and see what's up there, but I don't know. All right, let me get back to here. Delete the folder and rebuild. Yeah, let's do that. Or maybe I'll do it in the... Let's quit that. Okay, now it's going to take a minute or two. I don't think I would need to recover those devices, but that's why I just did it the manual way. Okay, that's going to be a little while. Well, I don't see any harm in marking things codable. I guess I should just wait. I tend to be impatient and type while it's doing something. And I don't know how big these simulator instances are. meg. Well, that's not very big. Well, that shouldn't be enough to matter. I mean, It's a bunch of them, but there's no, I think it said 176, so I guess that adds up. Something changed in database selection causing a recursive update. Ooh, now that's a question. I don't think anything's recursive per se. I mean, because it's codable, right? We did have it at that point. It was codable. All its fields are either primitives or codable, and codable says eventually all my descendants are primitives. Primitive being something I know how to put in codable, like a string or a bool. The one I wonder about is the table controller is owning this on the open, and that's what he passes in. Is there anything weird about this? So there's selection, get the working schema. File name. File name text equals selection database name. Now, I don't see a problem there. I mean, we're not really doing anything with it other than pulling out, creating a new object of some sort that won't change the selection. So I don't see anything in open that makes me wonder. I mean, what we did before was we replaced this line with calling that config file name. Well, maybe I thought I kept it the same. Yeah, that's all right. And that was open. Where's write? Configure database. Given a selection. Well, this is a little funny in the sense that database selection bridge. Now this was just holding selection. You would think, like, who changes this? Not a lot. I think my mic stand is getting ready to fail on me. Okay, so configure. Not sure what Springboard is. Yeah. Do you think that plist is that anything? Trying to think of a good place to put this. Well, he had the list of them all, but I bet there's a new plist now. Yeah. Well, let's kill this. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, so I'm going to restart that. Okay, that shouldn't matter. I guess the question to me is when you do an open database configuration, we do open database with the selection, but we don't update the bridge object with the selection. I mean, that's clearly not the problem we're running into yet, but maybe that's relevant to the code problem. Open database. He takes a selection. Right. I don't think anybody's writing to that bridge. Configure database view. See if this is doing anything. Let's try a different. It says it's still installing. IPC/make server died. Yeah. Forces you to reinstall tools. I did do that. I think there's a flag you can say. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yep, already installed. Okay. Software updates and system settings. Well, I think I'm already current. Yeah. Those are fine. All right, we've got a new thing selected. The device data is no longer present. Delete the device or erase contents and settings. Yeah, let's just report that. Well, I'm not quite sure I can. Huh, the same error. Device data is no longer present at that. Use the device manager in Xcode. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I don't know why I have two. 17.2, 17.01. Let's delete this one. I'm going to delete the old versions. Make sure my version of this is what I think it is. Version 15.1. Sonoma 14.2. I can't keep track. Well, I mean, let's exit this. I don't think I have any stimulators going. My disk is going nuts right about now. Okay, it's a lot of files, I guess. Now, oddly, devices is empty. So it was apparently running those ones in the garbage, I guess. I don't know. Let's get this back. Okay, let's restart Xcode. Let that go a minute. Open a new simulator, not the same as before. So at this point, I don't think there is a simulator in... I mean, this is my core simulator device is empty. Payload. Doesn't sound like my stuff anyway. Okay, where's Xcode? All right, let's do a clean. And then this. Well, let's try that one first. Restore the devices, do that. I think at this point I just deleted them from my trash. Oh man. Delete the device properly, erase contents and settings. Okay, let's see what we can do. Simulators, okay, so if I delete them, I'm not sure these matter. Okay, let's delete the iPad Pro 11-inch. iPad Pro 11-inch, I think I had 4th generation. iPad Pro 11-inch. Okay, let's go try that one. iPad Pro 11-inch. And run. Yeah, I deleted devices. I didn't even see derived data. I'm not sure where that even lives. Okay, here's one back. Device plist. iPad Pro 11 4th generation. Okay. And it looks like it's reconstructing it. Maybe this is better. Hasn't died yet. Let's see if anybody says anything about this. Xcode. Directories part of your user data. You can delete into your user data without affecting it seriously. Delete the whole core simulator. Okay. Well, that sounds like the stuff I'm getting. Storage manager. Cache is DYLD. Yeah, no, that definitely deleted the simulators. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're back. Kind of, maybe. All right. Now let's see if we're working. Okay, no database is available. That's true. That may have been the part I really didn't want to delete. I thought I had one here though. I have that one. Okay. Well, I mean, I definitely feel like I recovered a bunch of memory for that, but do I have one around? A5 test DB. It's not gonna be it. Okay, I think I have a backup here. Let's see, it's WWig. I'm imagining you're not seeing anything at this point. Library. Developer. Simulator. Devices. Well, I don't know if I'm going to find it here. Downloads is empty. Library. I don't know where users live. Okay, yeah. The DB is not in the repo, I don't think. I mean, I wish it was or were, but I don't think it is. I had resources, I had this one. Well, I can put this one in there. Okay, let's get debug info. Show in Finder. Okay, and then this is my simulator documents folder. But I don't know what this contains. It's not very big. Joins. Okay, yay. All right, this may be working. Let's just take class, open, make sure it's there. 3, 4, 5 seconds. That's a little more like it. Okay. 57, I think it was. I'm not sure the right way to present this thing of this spec. I think 150 students. Oh, 176, okay. And then create database. That did not open. Yes, well, I did delete the trash after deleting the devices, which seemed to let the simulator rebuild everything, but yeah, the price was a little high. Okay, yeah, here we go. These keys. Okay, scrolling is a little slow here. But okay, I think this database is the same database or close enough. Okay, now do the real query. Wait a minute. Something did reset that thing, yeah. How weird. I feel like we're going to be chasing some weird stuff for a while. Now that should clear that error. Unjoined tables, class person registration times class registration. Registration class ID equals class ID. Huh. And that's not. Okay, let's get our debug info. Isn't it SQLite 3? Okay. I don't remember how to even do this in SQLite. Okay, so 250 rows. I don't know, times 4. Looks like everybody's got 4 classes scheduled. So 1,000 rows. I mean, that's a number, but it's not a huge number. Okay. So this looks okay. Gesture timed out. That's nice and fast. Okay, so this gives us every student, what class are they taking. Let's do time slot. I don't really care about instrument. Okay, 9, 11, 13, 5, 9, 11, 13, 5. So everybody signed up for one of every session because they can take none if they don't feel like taking something. I mean, that stuff seems legit. Is it state changes or something Codable messes up with selection? Well, I think we can say it's not the Codable because I deleted that. So something is changing in the state. Create database config. Now this message, oh, it kept that. Let's take these joins out. Class person registration. Okay, if I just do this, that's fine. If I do this, unjoined tables class times registration, right? Class times person, registration, but I want to hide that. And join class registration.classfk equals class.id. And join registration.personfk equals person.id. Now that is an interesting message. And yeah, something reset it there. Okay. Wowzers. Okay, let's take them out again. Delete class times person and registration. Yes, that's true. Now this should be class times person. Oh no, this is linked. All right. Let's see if I can repeat it. Registration. Add a join. Let's do the other one. No, we'll do what we did. Okay, we're still good. Take these out. Equals class ID. Class times registration. Class and registration are joined, and person is not. Okay. Now, registration person equals person.id. That was clicked when you tried to drag the view. Huh. So doing this. Yeah. Doing that changed it. Going this way didn't. Going this way did. Is that right? Leaves it the heck? Now this message is clearly wrong, so something's funny. I don't even know how you could get that message. Well, if things are working right. Because class person and registration, somehow that means these tables didn't get merged. Okay, we got several things going on here. Okay, so one theory is dragging down is okay, but dragging up, it was as soon as the bare edge of this got there. But even this doesn't make sense, because class person and registration are in the same thing, then class and registration should be as well. Okay. Wow. What is this, though? Yeah, it's the refresh, but I don't control any refresh. Well, yeah, I don't know anything that should change those table other than changing the database, but we only have one database, so that's not happening. If you change the database, it certainly should reset all the tables. If you drag so you can see, seems to be as soon as I get that warning in sight, yeah, I can just see the littlest bit of red. Thought I tapped registration when I dragged. Down here or here? Oh, maybe. Let's try that. Let's put it back to the top. Okay, do registration. That's all okay. Pump. Yeah, I mean, it's something, it's just like, I think I'm being like that first pixel on the G there. Huh. If it's already visible, oh, this is so weird. Okay, so now I think if I drag down and I drag this way. Blip. Yep, as soon as I'm hitting that. But if I do this and I don't get past it. Oh no, I did get past it. All right, just up a little and then down. I can't even guess. Well, something's really wrong with this. That warning should not happen that way, because class and registration is a subset of class person registration, so they should all be the same. Which means there may be something wrong in our join or join something analyzer. Table join analysis. But this refresh thing, that's something. And as soon as I get... How can that be? Completely just don't show it? Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, on change of current database, we do some stuff. Message not empty. Okay. Let's do it like that. Okay, so we'll select this, go down. Huh. And that's not even anywhere near the message. That's still on tables and columns. Well, I don't know what happens underneath. I mean, it could be as soon as that appears under the this configuration database level. It seems like it's there, right? I don't know. Yeah, scrolling underneath that. So I wonder if it's this, which does make it sound like on change of... Let's put print in here. I mean, I think that should only happen once. It happens on the initial, but we don't do the drop-down selection, so I don't think we should be triggering that, but maybe we are. Okay, so down is not a problem. Wow. Let's see that again. I think I dropped the screen off into nowhere land. Oh no, I'm sitting here waiting for a million cross products to go. All right, let's stop this. Well, the selection can't be in state. Well, it has to be, right? I mean, we need to know the selected database. I mean, state should keep it across. Even a refresh that throws away the whole view should retain the database. Well, okay, so it takes us 2 to get there. I can kind of believe that. Yeah, so that's state. Okay, and if I do this, bring them this way, and now I think we're going to get another changing DB when I come back in view. No. There. And I do. And I don't. And I do. Okay. Well, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I can do a check to make sure it really changed. But yeah, if you refresh your database, you're definitely going to refresh all these things. I don't know if that can halfway mess up the... I don't know. All right, so I'm going to take this out. All right, well, I think we know something. Yeah, so changing the database definitely resets the selection. So yeah, that's here. It remaps everything to brand new table selections. So that gives us a clue. So let's take a break, 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll see if we can track down or avoid, short circuit the fact that refreshing the screen underneath it somehow marks the database changed. I don't know how that's going to be true. All right, but we'll take a break and see what we find. All right, so see you soon. Hey, welcome back. All right. Yeah, so something is truly weird here. Let's see. I went in the SQLite database, and we really do only have these 3 classes. So let me exit this. Where are we? Okay, and I'm going to copy this to another SQLite 3. Okay, so now we have 2 databases. Let's see if that's... I don't know if it'll pick it up right away. No. What if I drag down and drag back? No. Okay. Oh, man. I just triggered a giant load. All right. So I want to see... I guess I want to make sure we're triggering the right thing. I don't know. Maybe I can't tell from this. I think it's weird to me that selection hasn't changed. Current database on change of is being triggered. And that's not good from our point of view. So I'm going to... Didn't hit run, I guess. Yes, that's true. And I do have both databases here. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm marking it changed all over the place here. Yeah. Okay. Well, my workaround is to track the value of current database and make sure I don't run this code unless it really has changed. Okay, so let's wait. Database, current database. Wait a minute. Current database is a string. Okay. And let's get last database, previous database string. Okay, now this builds off database names and starts with 1. So I think that will do it. All right. Let's say if current database equals previous database, return. Okay, so I want to kick out of this code. And then if it's different, I'm going to say previous database equals current database. And let's print our changed here. All right, so I think that'll be a fair, yeah. I think it's a solution. Well, maybe, yeah. Let's just. Now this picker ends here. Yeah, this unchanged shouldn't matter where it is, but it's there. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that. All right. Create database. Okay, change from nothing to joins.sqlite3. Well, where did it go? I'm back to loading a cross product again. So we had 1,000 times 60 times 175 or something. So a few million rows. Yeah, that's a bit much to wait for on a simulator. Okay. Now, why I dragged, I mean, I don't think maybe that is enough to dismiss. All right. Oh, let's take out this. Yeah, let's take out that. We want to make sure this debugging information will help us in the current state. Okay, so if I cross out this and this, I go down, I keep it. When I come back, yep, DB changed from SQLite 3 to SQLite 3. Boop. Boop. I don't know if I got enough. Yeah, I'm triggering it. Well, darn it, that's just bizarre. Okay, let's see what's up with this. Switch UI. One change is called even if it doesn't change. Unchanged not getting called. Okay, so I'm going to take this off and make sure we don't get the same problem. Okay, so that should be the initial. Change from nothing to SQLite 3. Okay. Yeah, we've blocked it. Is the picker code run when you scroll the view? Well, I don't see how it should. I mean, selection. I guess let's make sure nobody else is touching current database. Okay, that's in our handler. On appear. Right, so when the view appears, we grab the first database if there is one. So that's why that change happens here. Because current database should change the picker. Right, because the picker is tied to the $current database, so its selection is affected by that. Okay. Now, let's get to the next weird part. All right, I think let's capture this fix. Okay. Picker changes when it is scrolled out of view and then back in. Okay, is that a Swift UI bug? I would sure think so. Command stage on command push. Okay, now that's correct. Now I'm back to the other problem that we were seeing. Class ID equals class FK equals class ID. Okay, that's still good. And then registration person equals person.id. Huh. Okay. This is a sign that there's something wrong with our merging algorithm, which is not a good place to be. So it says when we merge two things, we merged a 3 thing. Okay, let's find that algorithm. Listen, the data join analysis. Table join analysis. Yes. Okay. Cross products is set of string. Clustered by, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think what I've done is I think I'm only taking one instance of the table, and if you have 3, well, even 2, left and right. I feel like somewhere you should be saying clusters sub every element of this one equals the result. And we just do it for left and right. Mergers. It's also on my mind that we should verify this picker bug and report it to Apple if it really is a bug. And if it's not, we should figure out what we're doing wrong. But I'm curious about this clusters thing. Okay, so we have mergers of array of string. I don't know what that means. We're merging a list of pairs of things. Okay, that's these pairs. And we have the clusters, which maps a string to a set of strings, so all the things it participates in. We put everybody in a solitary one first. Then we take the merger, the left and the right. Union equals cluster sub left. Okay, so we're merging. Yeah, I'm not sure it's the same table. I'm just wondering if the clusters left equals the union. Yeah, see, I think we're saying class registration merges with class. We don't even care what the columns are. We just know that there's a link between those tables. All right. And so we come in here and say, hey, registration merged with class. And the update we're doing is we're saying, okay, let's take everything in the registrations universe and everything in the classes universe, and let's join those together. And that works fine when registration matches to class, and it says, okay, that's there. But if you've got class and registration merged, and then you merge person and registration, that should also update class, because now class should be the union of all those three. But it wasn't mentioned here. And I think the clusters are only updating the two things that participated, but it doesn't take into account that that you might be bringing in others, or everybody that participates in this union should have the same value at this point. And this doesn't do that. It only gets the two that are in there. Now there are multiple mergers, but I think this clusters left, clusters right should be the union's members. For each one of those, assign it to union. Right. So it's funny, even with this, I don't know why this didn't happen before. Okay, let me, I think this is wrong. It will not result in that. It just is confused about what the sets are. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the performance we're after. Okay. So, what's going on? It may just be the order I'm doing things in or something. Oops. Create database. Okay. Now that retained this. I'm not sure that retaining is right. But okay. So let's take registration out. Now these are unjoined. We'll add a join. Let's add the other way. Person equals person. Class and person registration. Okay. So class is standalone. And now we're saying class FK equals class ID. Yeah. Let's take this one out again. Okay, so when I add class, when I add class and registration, I say they're merged, then class will map to class registration. Well, no. Class will map to class person registration. Yeah, that's right. Class will map to class with whatever registration has, which is person registration. And so class person registration will go on class, and then registration will get that union. Class person registration goes on registration, but we've ignored the fact that now person is also participating in class person registration. We just have it with person registration because he wasn't part of these two being updated. All right, but I don't know how this error didn't show before. I mean, I thought one of our manual tests was just going in and doing exactly what I just did. So that seems funny to me, but we can do a test case that will demonstrate it, I'm sure. Let's see. So this thing, where's the join? Well, let's close. Okay, I'm going to close everything but this. Okay, I'm going to open To-Do. I think we got stuff to add. All right, remove old create database. We did that. Okay. What we also did was make it make configure database check that database selection really changed before resetting table selections. Okay. And then the to-do is create a minimal example of the picker on change problem, report to Apple if it's real. Okay. They only showed the first X join. Oh, yeah. I mean, a week ago, we were only showing one error at a time, I guess you'd say. And so if person didn't match up to something, we would show that as a separate issue. And then you would fix that. And it would say, oh, by the way, registration and class also don't match up or something. But now, yeah, I think the issue is, it really is in this, that cluster, the clusters you need to update are not just the two that triggered it, but it's all the clusters that participate should show the same one. Now, this is part of the reason this is an issue is that we're doing structs in effect, that each entry, like each table name, is on the left-hand side of a dictionary, and the right-hand side is this union, but we're not sharing one union and letting everybody touch it, which might be smarter. But it's not what we did. We just took the basic unions that are structs. So we have to make sure everybody touches, points to that union, to the same values for it. It could be a shared instance if it were a class, but we'd have the same problem, I guess. We updated two things to the new class value, and not three. Okay, but I should be able to make an example of this. Now, I think we extracted this. I don't think we have an array plus whatever test. Oh, we do. Okay. Oh, no, that's array plus clustered by. We have array matching any. Okay. Yeah, we did a test on the table join stuff. This is not where I thought we'd be going today. All right, but this is a real issue. So let's get those tests. Okay. Disconnected join causes message. Okay. Unjoined table show up as cross product. Yes, but I think we haven't checked the case. A mergers affect all in union, not just the triggers. Triggers is a little bit of a fraught word, but all right. So analysis is going to be a bunch of stuff. Okay, and let's make it like we have it. We got class person registration okay, and then we're going to join class we mentioned this one too, person ID. And let's just give these ID. Okay, class ID, person ID, registration joins them or links them. If we do registration on class ID equals class.id. All right, then we need another one. And then, well, you know what? Okay, we'll test at this level for now, but I think probably should test the other one. Person ID. Okay. Now, the join analysis. Well, I think if we ran the analysis, the message should be empty. Yeah, let's just check that. Is empty. And then analysis is the table join analysis. With that. Okay, does this test pass? Because all three tables should be in the same class, and I'm going to swap things around if the order matters. I don't think it should, but just in case. All right. Okay, what do we get? I think we're going to get the message like we got before. Class person registration times class registration. Okay. Woohoo. All right, now let's add tests for the other. Okay, so this is array plus clustered by. And let's do the equivalent down here. Mergers. Okay, I think this is given the array of tables. Okay, so I want to make the same test in effect. All right, put the table, join analysis test. Okay, I'm just going to copy. The word, it's not recursively. Clusters include all tables from merger. I don't know if that'll get me there or not. All right, so let's let tables equals class person and registration. Okay. And then let mergers equal, and this, remember, is a string 1, string 2 pair. So registration Sean merges with class. And with person. Okay, and so if we say tables.clusteredBy mergers is mergers, we'll capture that result, and then we want to say the result is the result should be the set what is it? Set of string? Set of string. Okay. It's the set of a set of strings, which is just tables. So all three tables should be, we should get one cluster result, which is the list of all three tables, and that's in a set, I think. All right, let's see how this does. No exact matches to calls or initializers. Set. Do I have to say sequence? Create a set from a finite sequence. Oh, he's not a sequence. Huh. Okay. I expect this to fail too, because it's the consequence of the same problem. Good. Okay. All right. So class registration and class registration person is not equal to the set of all three. Okay. Not just the triggers. Okay, so I think what I'm saying should happen is union dot for each. We want to say clusters sub $0 equals union. All right, I think that'll make both those tests pass. Now, the problem I have is, like, why did this not fail before? Because everything's sets. It seems unlikely that an ordering issue would do it. All right. Fix problem where clusters only updated the merger triggers, but it should update all participants in the emerging cluster. Clusters only updated the merger triggers, but it should update all participants. Okay. I keep forgetting to say, why am I not saying? I keep forgetting to say stage all. This is not going to push anything. Did they change the order on me too, I think? Okay, that's better. All right. That's done. Wow, I feel bad about not realizing it. So, could the file list be used by the picker need to be memoized? Well, let's go back to that and see. Is that an old message? Yeah. Sorry, let's clear all. Okay. Let's see, that's database view. Okay, so the database names should come in when the view is opened. Yes. Right. So database view gets the bridge. Where does that come from? Oh, that is an update, isn't it? Okay, on up here we call the find all. Yeah, maybe it would be better to pass those in. Well, how many times does this get called? It should be called once here. Create. Yeah, there's our on up here. And just to make sure we're seeing this fixed, let's go back to that. On the correct group, that's a good question. I think it's on the top level. Yeah. So it's when that navigation view appears. I mean, I don't think it changes. Database names. Yeah, I don't think that should be an issue. And that's kind of what I've seen as the recommended way for this stuff, that rather than trying to muck with it in the constructor, you really should wait till it appears and then update things. Test DB. Oh, there's tests that create a database. That's what it is. All right. So this, well, on appear came once. I don't know what we can scroll it around, but it should never happen again until we close and then create a database config. Okay, now I am a little puzzled that this stuff is persistent, but yeah, I don't think it's the on appear. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll well, this is a good place to stop. We'll pick up there tomorrow. Oh, I lost that, didn't I? Okay. This is kind of where we're going to pick up. But we did fix bug in array plus clustered by to update cluster for all participants, not just the trigger values. Okay. And I'm not sure why we didn't see it before. I guess I could look back at the videos, but I'm not going to track through the videos. But I thought we had run those tests specifically to make sure that worked at some point. But to me, that is very clear that it could not work in general, because any clusters that show, any clusters with multiple things, a chain of things to get them to connect, really would have triggered that. Okay, but yeah, I think tomorrow we'll take a diversion and see if we can get this picker on change thing figured out. I mean, this is not a commercial product. I don't mind taking a break and pursuing a bug to report to Apple, in hopes that our future code will benefit. So we'll do that tomorrow. If that doesn't take all day, which I assume it won't, we'll go back to trying the Codable and see if we can figure out what happened there. But I am suspicious that we create the selection, but we never save it in the bridge in that case. And that seems to me like we'd lose track of something somewhere. So that may be what's going on there. All right. Well, thanks for joining. We took a little diversion from where we thought we'd be, but I'm happy to fix a couple of real bugs that we're seeing. And I mean, I think you saw that selection change thing before. You mentioned that on another day, Mudshark666, and I didn't pursue it then, but I'm glad to fix it now. All right. Well, have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. And a reminder, I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, and then I'm on vacation through January 1st. And I may pop in once or twice and do some other projects, little catch-up projects, but I won't work on this until the 2nd, after, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and then the 2nd of January. So, all right, take care. Bye-bye.